Hello, this is Robert from DSP Plug. What about type? What is type? Are there more asteroids? Are there more masses of rock behind it? Could be. What does that mean? More money. More money is great. And let's face it, we have the technology, we have the math to make all those asteroids into whatever we like. It's no sweat. And they can become planetary bodies where we might live and do whatever we like and avoid all of the schisms and disagreements that we've had. I guess I point to older civilizations, how Italy has had all the people that it's had. And there have been disagreements in the past. Yet, so many agree that many of the Italians are quite beautiful people. All of these schisms really don't matter. They've just been. And there can merely be a new landmass for any of them. All of them to celebrate that they've been part of Italy. And I just use Italy as an example. You could say the same about Asia. You could say how they've had many kingdoms and England and Germany. All wonderful. And isn't it wonderful that if those older societies wanted to go and make something new, they could. Oh, just a wonderful, wonderful new kingdom. A nice place to visit, a good place to live. Everything is wonderful. But ultimately, it's not a matter of those stones possibly being 5,000 years ahead of us because they're moving at a certain speed and the dust with them. But it'll also be that some of them are explosive. And some of them, as they clash and bump against one another, they can possibly explode. And if they do, they'll destroy the entire universe and many universes with them. And to me, that would not be a rapture so much. To me, that would not be a nice thing. I guess other people might have thought that because they say, oh, my headache will finally be gone. Well, I'm not so sure if I'm that desolate and jaded because I frankly want to enjoy my life. But I can understand how someone might feel that way. Sure. So with these space trains, we can just tether them all together, space them out, and give them to aliens or whoever want these nice asteroids. And maybe we can make a bunch of them come faster to us so that they're not so far away. So we have all these rocks that we can do anything with. We can use it for fabrication and whatever we like. And it's just so easy. Everything is simple. It's all that iron and stuff. And man, is there anything that we can't make? I don't know. Because keep in mind the silica that I speak of, it's like a little processor. It can be controlled with a computer, and it can output radiation that will polarize other particles of mass, allowing a computer to control every single particle. And in other posts, other YouTube videos and whatnot, I've explained that by making a processor loop, getting rid of ASM, you can do everything with software multi-threading, and it's a more honest CPU, and there's no calculations or edits on the way. There's no boggling strange details with math. Software just merely figures out how to make it work. People write it as they should, and it means they the end of any land wars, doesn't it? It means the end of any land wars. And Titan very well may be even larger than our planet. Imagine what a big landmass that would be. Just endless opportunity, endless voyages, endless peace for all of us. It's a wonderful thing. There's also something to be considered too is food animals. Um, it also gives us a chance to see what they would be like wild, and to see them take a breath of fresh air with so much land that's free. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be very pleasant. I'm sure we owe it to all of the chickens, and we owe it to all the cows, and all the pigs, all the things that have been. It's very nice. It's very pleasant to know that we've all done our part. We've all been there together to see to this age where it really is that simple. And it's nice. It's nice. It's nice not to think of ourselves as some kind of locust or virus. It's amazing to be something more than just a consumer, something that consumes everything. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. To exist and to create less dirt, all stink, all smell. It's pretty nice lane. And the question is how are we going to make a ship or ships fast enough to make these space trains and pop up those little balls and have them move trillions of asteroids towards us faster? Because we want more of them, as many as we can possibly get, don't we? Even the ones that'll explode. Well, there might be some kind of harmonic that we can make with one of these newfangled computers with a loop, because all this hardware, it's useless. It's just, why even do it? Just process the data and make as many zeros as you like that don't have to be necessarily cyclic or reciprocating. Somehow we can come up with a way of making endless zeros with a computer that's just a looping processor. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because of the fact that people have been trying to edit video and data throughout a computer and all of its processes in some means or thinking that's kind of paranoid. And if we can just let that go, and because of these biorhythmic algorithms, you see that the telemetry that senses every font, that senses every image, that uploads the contents of every image and every font and everything we write and everything we do to all of these businesses and what have you. That's what all of these tools are for, so as to figure out what consumers want, what have you. It's not necessarily so paranoid. It's just, it is what it is. And it's helped companies, so they say, to decide exactly how much we can spend. Sometimes I think that data is quite important, but I don't think it's been utilized as well as it could have been. I think that prices could have been lower, and they could have made less assumptions and predictions. And they could have made it a little bit more realistic. I think China's pricing, for the most part, has been the most realistic. The low average allows things to be sold. It's all very simple. And sometimes we want a little bit more from less, but ultimately it's all in stylistics, isn't it? It all just comes down to flavors and moods and thinking of what is and what could be. This is Robert from DSP Plug. Bye-bye.